From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Monday, April 22nd of 2024. I'm Amy Rose, and this is what's going on. Tensions were high at the arraignment hearing Friday for two men charged in the February shooting death of a woman. Ezekiel Mayweather and Arkadius Wright faced charges in connection with the fatal execution-style shooting of Esther Wolfe on a Rapid City street. Family for the victim and suspects were on hand, and both had to be escorted out of the courtroom during the hearing for outbursts in court. Mayweather and Wright have both pleaded not guilty and will return to court for a motions hearing at a later date. This week is the citywide cleanup of Rapid City, with officials encouraging people to haul their large items to the landfill all week free of charge. Here's Gary Matthews with the details.
Starting today and lasting through Friday, free landfill services will be available to everyone, regardless of residence. The city will also organize volunteers for citywide trash cleanup efforts throughout the week. Rhea Hannon, Solid Waste Education and Outreach Coordinator, says that due to the cost of recycling them, tires are the only item that will not be free of charge.
Habitat for Humanity's Restore will also be at the landfill this week to repurpose any items that are in good enough shape to salvage. In national and international news, the Chinese government froze meaningful efforts to trace the origins of the coronavirus pandemic, despite publicly declaring that it supported an open scientific inquiry, an Associated Press investigation found. The AP drew on thousands of pages of undisclosed emails and documents, leaked recordings, and dozens of interviews that showed the freeze began far earlier than previously known in the first weeks of the outbreak and involved political and scientific infighting in China as much as international finger-pointing. That pattern continues to this day, with labs closed, collaboration shattered, foreign scientists forced out, and Chinese researchers barred from leaving the country. The Supreme Court will consider whether banning homeless people from sleeping outside when shelter space is lacking amounts to cruel and unusual punishment. Monday's case is considered the most significant on homelessness to come before the High Court in decades. Homelessness is reaching record levels in the U.S. In California and other Western states, courts have ruled it's unconstitutional to fine and arrest people sleeping in homeless encampments if shelter space is lacking. A cross-section of Democratic and Republican officials contend that makes it difficult for them to manage encampments, which can have dangerous and unsanitary living conditions. The case comes from Grant Pass, Oregon, which started fining people $295 for sleeping outside. Over the weekend, the House endorsed a significant foreign aid package, which carried a provision potentially resulting in a TikTok ban. This move by House Republicans links the TikTok measure with funding allocated for Ukrainian military support and Israeli missile defense, urging Senate counterparts to vote on the entire package in one decisive manner. As it stands, the bill, if enacted, would compel TikTok to sever ties with its Chinese parent company ByteDance within approximately 9 months due to national security apprehensions. Furthermore, the legislation allows President Biden to extend this deadline by additional 90 days if progress towards a sale is observed. Analysts foresee swift Senate deliberations on the aid package, with favorable prospects for its approval. And your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center: sunny but breezy today, highs up into the mid-60s with 38 overnight. That was your Daily Slice for Monday, April 22nd of 2024. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by Amy Rose, executive producer Mark Houston, engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm Amy Rose. Have a great Earth Day.